Static holds are powerful tools for building strength, stability, and control. They are the first skills that most people can do and get into. Think of the handstand as a milestone for more people. However, there are so many other progressions and easier versions of balancing that you can go and strive for. In this episode, we dive into the world of static holds, exploring their benefits, techniques, and progressions. From mastering the basic crow pose to achieving the impressive crane pose, we'll cover everything you need to know to integrate these movements into your training routine.
Welcome to Also Ninja Fitness, where we share our love for sports such as Ninja Warrior, Parkour, and Gymnastics to help you achieve the power, skills, and freedom of movement of the functional fitness athlete you are meant to be.
Static holds offer advantages for building strength and stability. We can't deny that mastering your body should have some control, and it looks cool. Think of handstands or many yoga positions. That's using so many micro muscles for balance, understanding your center of mass, and a level of control. This constant tension in certain positions can enhance joint stability and tendon strength. That's why you can see athletes with lower muscle mass do incredible moves. Static holds also improve your mind-muscle connection. Holding a position for an extended period allows you to focus on engaging the correct muscles and maintaining proper form. This increased awareness helps you build better control over your movements, reducing the risk of injury. Have you tried balancing on one leg with your eyes closed? That can show how much control you have over your body. Movements like the crow and crane pose require precise control and alignment, which translates to better performance in dynamic exercises in everyday activities. So it's not just for showing off. I mean, you can do that with these moves, but there are other benefits. Now that we understand some of these benefits of static holds, let's explore some basic static holds for beginners. These foundational exercises will help you build the strength and stability needed for more advanced techniques. What are some basic static hold skills a beginner can learn? Let's start with some cool balancing skills, such as the elbow lever. Place both your elbows into your hips and balance on just your hands on the floor. Keep your legs nice and straight. To slowly get into the handstand, start against a wall. It's essential for building a strong foundation. Try doing it with your stomach towards the wall, your hands as close to the wall as possible, with only your feet and your nose touching the wall. This builds to a proper position. Of course, other balancing skills is in between, such as the crow pose. Place your knees on your triceps, lean forward, and try to balance your hands on the floor. Start to feel that balance. If your wrists are sore or want to build strength as well, there is balancing on one leg with your eyes closed, or core exercises such as the hollow body, lying on the ground on your back in a C shape. Honestly, there are so many options for start holds. You can go into the balancing route, strength route, fancy looking skills route, or any combination of those. With these basic static holds in your arsenal, you're ready to tackle more advanced techniques. Next, we'll dive into some challenging static holds that will push your strength and stability to new heights. Progressing into advanced static holds can help you continue building strength and stability and look cool doing it. The handstand is a classic hold that requires balance, strength, and control. Practice with your stomach against the wall, maintaining a straight line from your hands to your toes. Gradually work towards holding a freestanding handstand by letting your feet free from the wall. If we go towards the strength route, the front lever is an impressive static hold that targets your core, lats, and shoulders. Hang from a pull-up bar with your body extended horizontally, maintaining a straight line from your head to your feet. This hold requires significant upper body and core strength. The L-sit is a challenging hold that targets your core. Place your hands by your sides and lift your body off the ground, keeping your legs straight. What about those legs? You can do a slow one-legged squat called a pistol squat, or balance on something thinner such as a railing or slackline. Mastering these advanced static holds takes time and dedication, but the rewards are well worth the effort. You can see there are also many other paths you can follow. Let's now explore some of those beginner moves we mentioned, such as the crow pose, a fundamental static hold that serves as a building block for more complex movements. The crow pose is a beginner-friendly static hold that improves balance, coordination, and upper body strength. To get into the crow pose, start in a squat position with your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart. Place your knees on the backs of your triceps and lean forward, shifting your weight onto your hands. Lift your feet off the ground, balancing on your hands. A common mistake is not leaning forward enough, which makes it difficult to lift your feet. Focus on finding the right balance point where you can maintain stability. Another mistake is letting your elbows flare out, which reduces control. Keep your elbows close to your body for better support. Progressions for the crow pose include practicing on a soft surface to build confidence, using yoga blocks under your feet to elevate them, and gradually increasing the time you can hold the pose. As you gain strength and stability, you'll find it easier to balance in the crow pose. This is a great skill to learn to start balancing since it will help with the handstand, work on similar muscles, and there is little risk if you fall compared to the handstand. If you work on this skill in the hollow body for your core, you have most of the handstand work already. Once you've mastered the crow pose, you can progress to a more advanced version of this move called the crane pose. This is a move you will see in more advanced yoga as well. Let's break down the crane pose and explore the techniques needed to achieve it. Do you want a progression towards the planche? A no feet push-up hold? The crane pose is your ticket to it. In the crane pose, your arms are straight and your body is lifted higher, increasing the challenge to your balance and upper body strength. Start in the crow pose with your knees on the backs of your upper arms. Gradually straighten your arms, lifting your hips higher and bringing your knees closer to your armpits. Keep your core engaged and focus on maintaining balance as you lift your body higher. Common mistakes in the crane pose include not engaging the core enough, which makes it difficult to lift your body, and not finding the right balance point. Focus on keeping your core tight and your weight centered over your hands. Progressions for the crane pose include practicing the crow pose, having your feet on a higher surface, using a wall for support, and gradually increasing the time you can hold the pose. With practice and dedication, you will be able to achieve the crane pose and enjoy its benefits. It might not seem such a big difference to do the same move with arms straight. Once you try, you can start to see the difference these small adjustments can make to the skill. Another way to get these static poses to look awesome is by combining them with dynamic movements, similar to a gymnast. For example, transitioning from an L-sit to a crow pose and vice versa. Then you can get into the L-sit to crane pose, and then you are one step away from the L-sit to handstand, which combines the core engagement of the L-sit with the balance and upper body strength of the handstand. For more of a workout, you can do a reverse burpee. Instead of going into a push-up, you kick up into that handstand. Another way to work a bit of the skill and work on cardio. A simpler example would be moving from a plank to a side plank. This movement challenges your core and shoulders, adding a level of movement to your boring plank. Combining static holds with dynamic movements not only enhances your strength and stability, but also keeps your workouts engaging and varied. Experiment with different combinations to find what works best for you. Mastering static holds and adding them with dynamic movements can take your fitness to the next level. Before we end, I want to dive deeper into that first example of the L-sit to handstand. Only because I see this move as a combination of so many aspects of bodyweight skill training. This combination of mobility, control, and strength. Transitioning from an L-sit to a handstand is a powerful example of core mastery, strength, and control. This advanced move combines the intense core engagement of the L-sit with the balance and upper body strength required for a handstand. Perform an L-sit by sitting on the floor with your legs extended, your hands placed beside your hips. Lift your body off the ground, keeping your legs straight and your core engaged. I would suggest doing them a low dip bar of floor handles for the transition and support of the wrists. Next, lift your hips and you should be in a tucked planche position. This is similar to the crow pose we have been practicing. Finally, kick your legs up into a handstand. This movement requires a strong core, coordinated leg kick, and precise balance. Common mistakes include not leaning forward enough in the crow pose position to help get your center of mass in the right spot. Another would be not practicing falling forward from the handstand to know how to bail out if it does not go your way. Mastering static holds and their progressions can significantly enhance your strength, stability, and overall fitness. By adding these techniques to your routine, you'll build a solid foundation for more advanced movements and achieve your fitness goals. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe to our podcast and leave a review. If you want a free workout plan that includes a nutrition plan and skill training blueprint, visit our website at awesomeninjafitness.com for it for free. Keep pushing your limits and unlocking your full potential, and stay awesome.